Welcome guys, Darren here again with another box review. This time I'm reviewing a box of 1992 Fleer Ultra Series 2 or Series 1 baseball cards. And this is a really impressive set because this was, at the time that it was created, it was kind of a landmark card in terms of just the design that the card had. The quality, the combination of the quality and the care put into it, and the backs are really lively. Fleer was kind of at their height when they were working with these cards, and so it's a really interesting set, and it's got some pretty good players in it. So I wanted to open up one of these boxes and just kind of see what it's like to go through. The packs aren't very impressive. This is the way that they designed their packs at this time. But the set is what I found. The biggest thing that I found as I was going through all these cards was the images aren't very well selected. I mean, they're okay images, but the images themselves don't really grab you. And so you have to kind of take the time to really look at it. And when you do, they do look great. You know, you have cards like Nolan Ryan here that look fantastic, but most of the time, like with Ken, he just kind of gets lost in the card. But what I found as a result of that is that as I was going through, I kept looking at the names at the bottom, and it was a really interesting quality to going through the packs. The fact that I like to actually read the names as I'm going through each pack, but normally I got a 36 pack box, and so I tend to move kind of quickly, and I tend to forget to really check out the names. And so in this one I was reading every single name because the card, because the images aren't really well done, you kind of get pulled down to the elements on the bottom every single time, and it was a really neat experience to get. I'm not usually going through and taking the care with these boxes, and so this was a case where the cards themselves basically forced me to do so. Now, as far as the results of the whole box, I got a complete set, and I got most of the way, a little over, about 2/3 of the way to a second set, and I only got 15 triples in all of this. So I didn't have a problem with missing out on a set, which I like that in a box. I like, if you have the ability to get a set, it is nice to at least get the set in the box, unless it's really tight. It's really good if you can get a number of really good doubles, and I did. I got Cal Ripken Jr., I got Frank Thomas, Kirby Puckett, Mark McGwire, Nolan Ryan. I got 2 Don Mattingly's, and Ryne Sandberg, Lee Smith, Tony Gwynn, and the Nolan Ryan checklist. I got all those as doubles, and it makes sense because if I'm already about 2/3 of the way to the set, you expect that 2/3 of the players I'm going to end up getting doubles of. And most of the insert cards, the actual inserts themselves, came in the top half of the box. There were a few down below, which meant that early on in the box I was enjoying the process of discovering all of these inserts. And I got 4 Tony Gwynn cards out of the 10, and I got a grand total of 6 of the award winners out of 25. So it was a good number of cards in the box, and it didn't feel like they were going to be cheap, like, one per pack kind of a thing. And I got some good ones. So I got Mattingly, I got Ken Griffey Jr., I got Kirby Puckett, and I got Ryne Sandberg. So the whole process of going through this was a great process. I was getting good players out of it. The cards are gorgeous. Every single card is gorgeous. All of the inserts, they look great. They're fun to collect. They're kind of fun to find. Pull them out of the packs as you're going through. I didn't feel the repetition too much. Every once in a while I'd notice a player a second or third time, but for the most part it felt pretty fresh as I was going through. And the inserts, or the stars as they come through, there are a lot of really good names in this set. And fortunately for me, I was seeing them come up with enough of a repetition that it really felt good. In a set that has no subsets, sometimes you can get kind of lost in the number of non-star players. You go into kind of runs. The fact that I had, let's see, 2, 4, 6, I had 10 insert cards that I got in this box, and that really helps. It's just a little bit better than 1 in 4 packs. So those came up with enough repetition to really keep everything lively. So most of the time I was finding a name that mattered in a pack, and I kept seeing the quality players show up. I also noticed something as I was sorting them. I have noticed this in the past, but in this case, I really noticed it. If you look at the back, you'll notice that the strong colors here, the first thing I did when I was sorting out the set was I sorted out the hundreds place. So all the less than 100 numbers, and then the 100s, and then the 200s. I put them in stacks, and I just flipped it over, and I just started pulling the different colors out. And it enabled me to sort the cards more quickly. But the big thing was it was really, really, really fun to sort all the cards, because you can see that the colors are, most of them are very distinct. Even when you have two colors like this that are similar, as you work your way through, they all come through very, very cleanly. And so it made the sorting of these cards a lot of fun, which just adds to the whole experience, the whole fun of going through this. So this box was a blast, really. This was a blast to go through. This is the kind of thing that is just fun to do in terms of ripping through a whole box. You get into a nice rhythm, everything's coming through in a way that is enjoyable. You're seeing the names pop up the way that you need to. If you take the time, the cards do look fantastic. They really do. And so it was it's the kind of thing where even though I've done one of these, I'm almost excited about doing another one of the same thing, even though I don't need any of the cards. I already have these. I have all the sets complete. But it's just that much fun. So that's really what this comes down to. So this is a great box if you get a chance to open it. A lot of fun, beautiful set, and you should be able to get a complete set out of it. Series 1, I assume Series 2 works the same way. You know, not many rookies of note, but still really great. So that's my take on this box. It was a fantastic experience. Cool. So thank you very much for watching.